Hi, I'm Hannah from Coffee&Creme, and today I'm going to be doing a testing Primark makeup video, which I'm so excited for. I don't know what that darkness is on the screen there. The light is excruciatingly bright today because I want you to be able to see exactly what I'm putting on my face and how it looks, but that means I can't see very well at all. So if I stare off into the distance, it's because I'm literally being blinded by the light. So yeah. Big ass bag of Primark makeup to try. A lot of it I bought yesterday when I went to Primark for a haul, so you've probably already seen that video go up on Monday. So now I'm going to test it all for you. So the only products today, including brushes, that are not going to be Primark are these three items. And first of all, I have the Freedom Pro Eye Primer, simply because Primark did not have an eye primer. I don't know if they do, but in my particular store they didn't. And these two brushes, this is my Sigma Large Shader E60, and this one is my Sedona Lace EB09, simply because they didn't have like one to pack on colour and one to, like, I don't know, get in the crease a little bit better. But every other brush and product you will see today is Primark. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm kind of intimidated by how much makeup I actually picked up. I don't know whether to start with my brows as I normally would. Let's get my brushes out first. I got, oh my god, these gorgeous mermaid makeup brushes, not just because of the, you know, beautifulness of them, because of the actual brushes. Like, there's some really, really nice brushes in here. There's another one in here somewhere as well. Like, some of these brushes I don't have in general, so they're really nice to be picked up. Got a fan brush and I got another eye brush here somewhere. Right, I think I'm gonna start with just my base, and then I'm gonna do my eyebrows whilst my base is settling in. So the first thing I'm gonna start off with, which I'm so excited, is the Instagirl primer, and it's called #NoFilter, and it's a priming oil. So we have this little like eyedropper thing. I'm really frightened of this. I'm just gonna do this with my hands. Like, do I just drop it on my face? I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you guys get to see my face. I'm gonna just do 2 drops because this stuff spreads really nicely. I know this because I tested it in the store and on the back of Holly's hand in the haul yesterday. Is there any more in there? Oh, running off my face. That was probably way too much for one side. This stuff feels so silky on the skin. I don't know if you can see already, but it's given me a glow, and I appreciate anything that gives me a glow. I kind of feel like I'm rubbing just olive oil into my face. It's, oh my goodness, that was really running away. Oh my god, that was way too much. Look at that forehead. Okay, I'm gonna try and spread this evenly. The reason I got this is because at the moment, actually, my skin's been really dry on my nose, and I tried to put face makeup on yesterday. Couldn't put any on because my skin, oh my god, it's going in my hair. My skin was that dry that it was flaking and all the makeup was like catching in it, and it just looked horrendous. So I was like, oh my god, I'm not putting on any face makeup. If this does work out, this is only £5 and you get so much in here for how much, you know, little you need. So now I'm going to start with my brows, and I'm going to be using this double-ended Primark brow brush, which actually I use on a day-to-day basis anyway. It's great. It's got a spoolie on one end and then it has the angled brush on the other. I usually use a powder and brow gels as well, but they didn't have any brow powder. They had 0 brow powder, so instead I got brow fixing gel, and one in dark brown, which is tinted, and one in clear just to set them with. So I'll start off just by brushing up my brows so all the brow hairs are going in the direction I want them to. So I'm just gonna, I have done this with my MUA brow like tint liquid stuff before. So I'm just gonna get my brush and get some product off that, and we're just gonna see what happens. I don't know if I'm gonna, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, that's the perfect colour, which is great. Oh, this formulation is lovely. I was afraid it was gonna be too pigmented and too like gloopy, but actually it's doing a nice job. I'm just gonna focus most of the product in the sort of tail area of the brow, and then in the beginning of the brow, I'm just gonna put a tiny bit of product, like just literally a line, and then I'm gonna go in and just brush that out with a spoolie and blend it up because I don't want the beginning of the brow to be too harsh. Because we don't have any powder, I'm just gonna have to set it with the brow gel. This clear brow gel would normally come last after the powder, but I don't have any powder. And also what this brow gel does is it makes your brow hairs stay in place rather than what. Oh! I went to smell it and I got it on my nose and it kind of smells like peaches. That's the weirdest thing ever. Like, why would brow gel smell like peaches? I don't know. So now I'm gonna go in with some eye primer. The Freedom Pro Eye Primer. Like I said, this is one of the products that isn't from Primark, simply because they did not have an eye primer, which annoys me. I mean, they probably do have one, and they just didn't have it in my store, but that's annoying. Now I'm going to use this Master Eye Palette, which is one of their new products. Some gorgeous, gorgeous autumnal colours in there. It doesn't have a name. It's called the Master Eyeshadow Palette, but the actual shades don't have a name because there's 2 different variations of this as far as I've seen. And it doesn't have a name. Oh well, we're just gonna call it the Pretty Master Eye Palette. I think I'm gonna just use my flat shader brush from Sigma initially. Again, this is a product that isn't from Primark, but it's because they didn't have a flat eyeshadow brush. I was so surprised at the lack of eyeshadow brushes in Primark. So what I'm gonna do first, just to set the eye, is I'm gonna take this bottom shade in the palette here. I don't know how light this is gonna be, it might be a bit too dark on me because I've got very pale skin. Okay, that's absolutely fine actually. You're better off setting your eye primer with a base colour, just because otherwise your colours will struggle to blend because there's just a bit too much liquid there. So I'm just going to set this, but because it's a little bit darker than I expected, I'm just going to set my highlight with my regular highlight colour because that's just on its own anyway. So I'll just flip the brush over and I'm going to go in with this top shade here, which is a shimmer, and it's kind of like, it looks like it's got like gold reflex in it. And this is going to be, I think, the only shimmer I use in this look actually. So I'm going to just pat that underneath the brow bone. That's really nice. These colours so far, liking. The texture of them is nice. That matte shade was really buttery. And I'm just going to take that actually and put that on the inner corner as well. Oh yes, highlights popping. Okay. So for my transition colour, I might actually use this big fluffy blending brush from the Mermaid set actually, because it's really nice and I think it might be good for a transition colour. I'm going to use this in between the shades. So far I've just been using this row. This one here, which is like a bit darker of a brown, but it's got kind of an orangey tone to it. So I'm going to dip my, oh my god, that's powdery. Whoa. I've just dipped my Mermaid blending brush in that and I'm just going to go straight into the crease just to warm it up. Oh, I love this brush and this eyeshadow. This brush is lovely. It's so fluffy and it's so soft and it picks up the product nicely. So that's just our transition colour, and these eyeshadows are a little bit powdery, but only a little bit. Like, they're not anywhere near as bad as some other cheaper eyeshadows are. Just to get a bit more depth going, I'm going to take this one right next to it, which is more of a burnt brown. I don't know why I'm describing the colours, like you can literally see them. And I'm going to take this, which is my Sedona Lace EB09. Again, this is not a Primark brush, and just focus that more in the crease. Ooh, well, we like this one. Oh, I love this. This is a really nice colour. Just going to go in with that Mermaid blendy brush and just go over that as well, just to soften it up a little bit. My favourite thing when doing eyeshadow is just going back in with all the colours and just like making sure you pack them on if they start to weaken. Like this lid colour needs strengthening up a little bit because I've been blending it out too much. Just like adding colour and taking it away, basically, just having that balance. I really like these orange colours. This is kind of an autumn themed look, if you haven't guessed already. Right, now I'm going to take this Primark brush, and it's just called the Shading Eye Brush, which I think is a really stupid name because, I mean, it's a pencil brush. It's a pencil brush. I'm going to take said pencil brush in this colour, which this is basically what I bought the palette for, this gorgeous orange, and I'm going to put that straight in my crease. My voice went really weird then. Well, actually, I'm going to put it in the outer V. I'm really going to focus this. Oh, like I can see it already. I find doing my eyeshadow with my eyes open I just prefer doing it that way these days because you can really see what you're going to look like with your eye open. Sometimes if you close your eye and you do it, you open it and suddenly you can't even see it anymore because you've put it in a place which is hidden and you're looking like straight at someone. So if you have your eyes open, you can see what the final effect's gonna look like. This shader brush is really pointy. It's really solid. This will be nice for putting colour on the bottom lash line, but for what I'm using it for, I mean, it's doing an okay job. It just feels a bit rough. It feels a bit rough on my eye. It feels like it's dragging the skin a bit, and I don't like it when my skin gets dragged. I'm gonna use the same brush, and I'm actually gonna take this colour now, which is like a cool toned brown. Cool toned dark brown. Use as many colours as I can really in this. I don't really want to do too much shimmer, but yeah, so I'm going to take this right on the outer V. Literally just focus that on this outer corner here. And then I'm going to take my Sedona Lace EB09 and just blend that again. All about blending and adding more colour. Going with the dark orange again, just add more of that in. I don't know how you guys think this is looking right now, but I think it's looking great. Can add a bit more of the medium brown. So now I'm going to go in with this angled brush here, angled mermaid one, and I'm just going to take some of this colour on the bottom lash line. So I'm going to go back into that highlight and just make sure that inner corner is really, really showing up. I really like a really sparkly gold inner corner for like orange autumn looks. And then I'm just going to take the brown one, the medium brown, the orangey brown, and I'm going to take the dark brown just on the outer corner, and I'm bringing it slightly up as well onto the top lash line just to blend it. I think that's the eyeshadow done. I think I'm just going to add some liquid liner and that will be our eyeliner done. Eyeshadow. I really, 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 really like these colours. I think they're just lush and I just love them. I love them. Right, so for eyeliner, I have this, which is really, I'm really scared to use this, but it's the Iconic eyeliner pen. And it's a pen, and I don't normally use pens. I normally use just liquid liner, which is from Primark, so I could have used that, but I thought I'd just try something different. So I'm just gonna, ooh, that is black. These are really difficult to use. I don't know if I'm liking this. I think I might have just ruined my entire eye look with one stroke of a pen. It's because it's just not a medium I'm used to working with. I'm used to using just a liquid like brush style. I mean, it's not terrible. There's always that fear of like ruining your eyeshadow once you've already done it when you start putting liner on. And also getting it even, that's a struggle. It's a little bit like gappy. As you're going over it, it's taking the product off. Like when I'm putting it down, it's taking it off when I'm going over it. Like you probably can't even see, but it's okay, it's fine, like from far away. Mascara. This video is already 27 minutes long. I'm using the PS Amplified Definition, Volume and Lift, and the brush looks like this. This is the only sort of plasticky brush they had, and that's what I prefer normally. Oh, this is definitely better than the other one. The other Primark one I did not like at all. I forgot the name of it, but the brush wasn't very nice. It stuck my lashes together too much. I normally prefer a lot of lashes, like very separated, well, quite separated, but like a lot of lashes to be visible. I also get scared of like getting the mascara all over my eyeshadow. That's also a struggle. Oh, I just did it. No. I am Hannah, I'm testing makeup and getting it all over my face. This is really difficult to do. And I've just got it on the underneath. Oh no. I'm loving the eyeshadows though. The eyeshadow is my favourite thing so far. The mascara is not too bad actually. I think I could use this mascara on a day-to-day basis. It doesn't smell of anything, which is good. It's okay. Like, that's okay. Considering this makeup is also cheap as well, like, you can't really go wrong. I'm just gonna put a bit of a second coat on. To be honest, this eye in general doesn't want to cooperate. I'm just gonna use my little finger. I'm scared of like wiping off this, but oh god, I got it everywhere. No. Oh my god, that is impossible. Why don't I just go get a cotton swab? Why? Ruining everything. Does anybody else ever do that? Like they just like get lazy and then they go back in and they're just like, I'm just gonna cover it up with eyeshadow. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, I've just smudged it again. I'm just gonna ruin everything. I'm just gonna leave my eyes alone. I'm just gonna leave my eyes alone and go in with the face because my primer oil has been setting, and to be honest, it's still not sunk into my skin. It's still quite greasy, so this concerns me slightly. I'm gonna use a foundation brush. I never use a foundation brush, but we're gonna try out everything here today. I'm gonna use this flat foundation brush from the Mermaid range, along with this My Perfect Colour foundation, Perfect Finish foundation, medium coverage with a semi-matte finish, and it's in the shade Ivory. It comes with a little foil seal on it, which is always good. You know, no one's been using it. Ooh, I don't know if this might be a bit too dark now. I'm just gonna dot this on my face. All over. It smells already of like that cheap makeup smell. I know it sounds really weird, but it does smell a bit cheap. One reason I don't like using foundation brushes is because they're such a bloody workout. That's the first layer, and this match, not bad at all. The coverage, not bad at all. It's that's alright so far actually, and I'm not surprised because my sister actually tried this out this morning in her colourway, and it looks really nice in pictures, you know. Looks really, really nice. So I'm just gonna go in and do a second layer. This brush isn't doing too badly actually either. I'm quite surprised. You can see your natural skin texture underneath this foundation. It doesn't cover it up too much. Although I'm gonna go in with a powder in a while, and that might make it more heavy coverage. My skin is looking nice and glowy, but I'm gonna kind of ruin that now with some powder, because that's what I do. So gutted about that. So gutted. Right, so the setting powder I'm going to use, I've got setting powder and I've got a fixing spray. Woo! I've got the mattifying pressed powder in the shade Porcelain, and now it comes with a sponge. But I've got a powder brush, so I'm going to try the powder brush, and this is the Mermaid powder brush. I'm just going to go in and tap that, or press it. Press the pressed powder into the skin with a foundation powder brush. Well, it's certainly mattifying. Made that glow primer a bit redundant. One thing that is good about that glow stuff, I must say, it's totally moisturised the flakiness on my nose, which was previously there. That's impressive. I should bring that powder down. So that powder's a good match, and it's done what it said. Mattified my skin. It's added a little bit of coverage as well, which I like. Now we're gonna do highlighting, contouring, and blush, which is my favourite. My fave. So I'm gonna go with contour first, and this is a PS contour kit, and it has 3 colours in it. It has a contour, a bronze, and a highlight. So actually, first of all, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in with this powder brush, and I'm going with the bronze shade, which is slightly warmer than the other. It's in the middle here. I don't use the highlight shade because it's too yellow for me. I use a highlight from a different palette, so I'm just gonna dip that powder brush in the bronze and just bronze up a little bit before I contour. It just adds a bit of depth, I find, to add a bit of bronzer as well as contour. Might be a bit much for some people, but I'm so pale that a bit of bronzing is not gonna be a problem. So I'm just gonna get the bronzer on my forehead, my cheekbones, my chin, like my jawline. Now for contour, okay. I have this brush, and it's actually a blush brush. And if I use it as contour, that means I can't really use it as blush. Well, I can, I just have to like wipe it off a lot. I don't know what to do. I think I'm really scared. I'm gonna use it as blush first. I don't know why. No. PS blush in the shade Secrecy, and this is like a sparkly coral type blush. This is a really weird blush brush. I'm not sure how to use this. I normally use like angled ones. The blush smells Just smells of talc. Ooh, it's got gold iridescent shimmer to it. I'm definitely gonna have to blend this out. It's okay as a blush brush. It's a little bit harsh for my liking. I normally like my blush brushes to be a bit more fluffy. I'm gonna go in with my pressed powder and blend that out a bit because it's a bit insane, and I probably should have gone with something more orange based. Okay, well this blush looks kind of crazy right now. Regretting this blush choice. I wish I chose a different colour. So I'm just gonna dull it down a bit with my pressed powder. It might look better when I have my contour and highlight on. This brush is like stained for the rest of its days. I'm just gonna take the cool toned contour. I'm just gonna coat my brush in this because I don't want any paint coming out. So I'm just gonna use this cooler toned contour colour. Right, okay, okay. I mean, I know from personal experience that this contour kit, this bronzer and contour work really well because they're my favourite ones to use. I use them day in, day out. I highly recommend using it, but actually as a contour brush, I'm really liking this brush for that. It gives a bit of a blended contour. It's not too sharp, which is fine. Okay, I like this actually. Yeah, I do. Right, highlight. I'm gonna use this fan brush from Primark, and it's just called the PS Pro fan brush. It's got a silver handle, and I'm gonna be using the PS Strobing kit, which has got 3 different highlight shades in it. It's got luminous light, radiant light, and glowing light. If you can see, and I'm gonna be using the lightest one over here, which is luminous light, because that's the most flattering on my skin. So I'm gonna dip this highlighting fan brush in there, and God, I don't know how this is gonna work. Oh, that glow gives me life, like instant glow. So nice. And this fan brush, applying it really nicely. Okay, so we're almost done. I mean, I'm actually really liking this so far. I mean, all we've got left is lips, and this is where we have the problem. Now, oh, I have setting spray as well. I brought 2 liquid lipsticks yesterday, and I had liquid lipstick already at home. The ones I brought were this like grey pink and this bright ass pink. This one definitely won't go with this face. This one also probably won't go, and I haven't got any makeup wipes with me. I also have this, which is a dark chocolate brown. I think this will go, but I'm terrified of it because it's so dark and I'm so pale, and it has a lip liner, and I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna try, because if you don't try, you don't succeed. I don't often wear a lot of lip products. Holly does. So this is always really tense for me. The problem is I've got like freckles all around my mouth, and they can look like I've drawn the lip line wrong, but I haven't. It's just the friggin' freckles. It's just gonna have to do. I have no idea what shade this is. I'm useless, but it's this. Help me. Oh my God, what have I done? I mean, what have I done? Some people can really pull this off. I don't think I'm one of those people. I mean, if I could get my lips even, that would be a star, right? I took off the lipstick because it was just so bad. And I also removed the friggin' mascara on my lid, which made my eyeshadow disappear. It's turning into a bit of a fail today. But on my part, not on the makeup. I'm gonna try a different lipstick. It's like, this is not gonna go with it. It's just not. Like, I'm telling you now, it's not gonna work. The formula of this is really nice. And it's called PS Insta Girl, and the shade is Selfie. It's like a matte satin lipstick. But it doesn't go. It does not go. This isn't working. Although this lipstick goes on so nicely, so nicely. It's only £2, I really recommend it, and I'm gonna get other shades, but so weird with this makeup. I'm gonna try the last lipstick I bought just for the sake of trying it on, showing you the formula and seeing if it goes with this makeup. If not, I have Velvet Teddy by MAC to save the day because I'm quite confident this is not gonna fit. But I do want to talk about the formulas of these lipsticks. This first one I tried on, well, technically second. The first one, this chocolate one, didn't really like the formula, it was sticky and weird. This one, so smooth, the Instagirl one, so nice. This one is the PS Super Matte Liquid Lipstick, and I have a feeling this one's going to be really sticky as well. No, this is already sticky. With liquid lipsticks, you know, like if you've tried a few liquid lipsticks, you can tell like as soon as you put it on whether you're gonna like it or not. This isn't for me. Makeup remover's coming out, it's happening. This one's coming off as well. I'm gonna have like bruised lips by the end of this. So instead, I'm just gonna put an Old Faithful colour on, which is Velvet Teddy by MAC. Just to have something to go with this eye makeup look. Because this bad boy goes with everything. Ah, that feels a lot better. I feel like that goes. And the final steps are, I have an eyeliner to try out. I'm going to try this nude one. I'm just going to put that on the waterline. I forgot about that before. It's just to widen my eyes. And if white's too harsh for you, then nude is a really good alternative. Ow. Pokey though. And then finally, I'm going to use some setting spray, so I'll just zoom out so you can see the whole thing. I'm going to move my hair out the way because I always end up getting setting spray in my hair. This is the PS Workout Fix Up Makeup Setting Spray. Oh no, oh I think it's got that really bad smell. Oh god, right. I'm going to tell you right now. I used to buy a lot of e.l.f. makeup online, and their setting spray used to stink of pee, and I think this one smells the same. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. Actually, oh no, I don't think it does. Oh, hallelujah. No, it doesn't. Oh, thank God. I thought it was gonna smell of pee, but it doesn't. It smells quite fresh, actually. Oh my God. Oh, and now my face looks dewy. So, overall, I think this makeup has done. Oh, by light. Gonna take you up for a vlog style instead. Get a bit closer to the window because my light's gone off. So, overall, I think this makeup did really well. Obviously the lipstick is not Primark. But everything else, I mean, it looks glowy, it looks nice. It doesn't look cheap. Ignore where I've got a little bald spot here from where I wiped off the mascara I got on my lid. The eyeliner doesn't look too bad, but it is a little bit patchy. You can see it here. I definitely prefer the liquid liner from them I usually use as opposed to the pen. The eyebrows look absolutely fine. The foundation and the base looks great. The highlight, everything. I mean, I'm really, really happy with this. So thank you very much for watching this very mishmashed, confusing video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.